Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you my custom Ruger 1022 build. Alright, check it out.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3.
Here we go. Hold that, we're going to hold that center shoot. Let this wind... Alright, so this rifle here is a Ruger 1022. It started its life off with me when I purchased it for $300 in its stock configuration. That's basically the stock barrel with this Ruger 1022 receiver here and then a flimsy stock. So first of all, let me show you this rifle's clear. Alright, there we go. So other than that, what I've done was I have bought a ER Shaw barrel, $175 for this guy. I think it was right off of Midway USA. This is a 16-inch bull barrel. Another thing I've done was I bought this stock here. This stock here is the Titan 22 from Victor Company. It's about $189 stock. This stock I love because it has the flat 90-degree grip right here for precision shooting. Get your thumb right in line. You know, everything's perfect with this. You got a nice adjustable cheek riser here. You have QD mounts on each side, the buttstock, the foregrip, so you can set up your quick detachments for your slings. I use the sling that I have in my AR for this. Let me see if I can grab that real quick, actually. Okay, I'm back. So this right here is the Blue Force sling. This is what I run on my AR-15. It has the QD attachments here, so I can run the same sling on my AR as I do my 22. This goes right in to this little pocket on the side. But it's set up right now for my AR, so... Anyways, let me show you what this looks like. You see that right there. Alright, so with the sling out of the way, I will go through everything else on this setup. Alright, so this is the Diamondback Tactical 4-12 by Vortex. It is the 1-inch tube, 40mm objective lens. I got this for about 240 bucks. So this is the MOA version, so each click is 0.25 MOA. I usually run mil scopes on my setups, on my rifle setups, but right now this one is a MOA setup. If I were to do this all over again, I would probably do a scope similar to that over there on my Ruger American. Would be a 4-16 with a 30mm tube. The 16 power would give me a lot more precise capability. Anyways, I do have the 4-12 on here for now. It's working. I got a Vortex bubble level on the side. This right here is not a 20 MOA rail. This is just a standard Picatinny rail mounted on top of the receiver. So what else do I got here? I did buy these off Amazon. These little cheap Picatinny attachment pieces right here. I do that because before I had the night vision scope over here on my AR, I was running flashlights when hunting at night. So the whole point of that being, you know, you could put the flashlight on here. I had to push the tail switch. I'd push the button on the flashlight like this. I'd hold my rifle, push the button, take a shot. Let me grab that flashlight for you. I mounted that Picatinny. It's that same theory on all my rifles. This was on here for now because I was using it for coyote hunting as a backup gun. As a backup gun to this gun. This is my main coyote rifle. Alright, so the whole idea being this flashlight has a tail switch. I just put it in this scope ring. I can put it right on here, but I can screw it on just like that. And then if I were to take this hunting at night, all I would do is hold it like this. I'd point it, turn it on, bang, take my shot, turn it off. So I think that's a pretty cool thing to add for cheap. I think I got a pack of 3 of those off Amazon for like $20. It might have even been $15, but they sent me 3 links, 3 different links. So I had this short one, or this was actually, yeah, this was the shortest one. I had a medium sized one, which is about that long, and then I had the extra long one that I just showed you on that one. Anyway, so that's what that's there for. I did do a JB Weld bedding job on this. Basically, you know, I went through with my torque wrench. I used my Fat Wheeler torque wrench, and before I decided to weld it or to bed it, I wanted to see how well it shot without the bedding. So I went through different torque specs according to Victor Company for the stock, and I found the closest one that I liked. I found the torque range that I liked for that, but it still wasn't as accurate as I wanted it to be. So I decided to do a little bedding job here close to the receiver, so that way I could free float as much of my barrel as possible. I did notice that my groups tightened up significantly more with the bedding job, so I decided to leave it. My whole theory was if I didn't like it, I would just take a Dremel or something and drill it back out and make the barrel free float again all the way back to the receiver. But it worked out good, so I decided to leave it in there. At 50 yards, I'm shooting with this. I could shoot a 10-shot group at 50 yards, the size of a dime. So that's pretty good for me with this scope in my setup for its practical use, right? So I'm not doing precision shooting with this at 200 yards. I do mess around and shoot steel plates every once in a while at 200 yards, but to be honest with you, this setup with this scope, I believe this scope is the only limiting factor that I have here with this right now. So I do what I can with it. One day I'm going to replace the scope on that rifle, and I will put the 16 power on here, and then I believe that I'll be able to stretch the legs on this a little bit better. But I'll try to put the links in this video of shooting this setup at 200 yards and 300 yards, and you'll see what it looks like. I also have some woodchuck hunts on my YouTube channel where I shot this. I think it was like 150 yards and in. Anyways, let me keep going through this setup here. So we got the scope, did the bedding. So let's talk about the bolt a little bit. I got a Volquartsen extended bolt handle kit. That's what this guy is right here. But this is basically a bolt handle kit. It has I believe a different spring, a longer bolt handle, and it looks sharp. I like the way it matches the stainless on this receiver, and it has some grooves. It sticks out a lot further than the stock one did. So when you're shooting and if you have to rack it with some malfunctions or whatever, it's real easy to just stick your hand up and grab it and get back on the gun. So I love that. What else I got on? Alright, so the other thing I did to this was the Ruger BX trigger. I put a Ruger BX trigger in here. I'll show a picture of that in the video here somewhere. This right here is not the standard trigger that comes with a Ruger 1022. This is a Ruger BX trigger. I think I have it adjusted down to like 2 pounds. Let me see my notes because I made notes of all this stuff before I did this. Yeah, it was 2.5 pounds. So I have 2.5 pounds right here in this trigger. Do like it over the stock trigger. It's not a huge improvement, but it is definitely an improvement. I think it was like 4 pounds on the stock, I believe, or maybe more. But now I got this at 2.5 pounds. That was like 80 bucks, so totally worth it. I haven't had any malfunctions related to the trigger. I shoot Lapua Center X 40 grain ammunition. Let's see if I got some here. This is just a lead nose match round. This rifle, you know, because this is a match barrel, this rifle loves this ammo. I shot the Lapua Center X at about, you know, a ½ inch or less at 50 yards. Thought that was good, so I kept testing it. And my best group was way under ½ inch, 10-shot group. When it comes to ammo, I recommend you guys go get a bunch of stuff. Do some research. So what I did was I did research on accurate ammunition for, you know, custom Ruger 1022s, right? And then I checked everything that was in stock, and then I looked online and saw of those available, of those high quality ammunitions, what did I have available to purchase right now? And I kind of went down the list, and what I landed on was Lapua Center X. So I ordered a bunch of that. I tested it against the Federal and all kinds of other random stuff. I had around some CCI mini mags, some CCI match ammo, you know, a bunch of stuff. I had like at least five different ammunitions. Lapua Center X outperformed them all. It was a day and night difference. So the bipod, yeah, this is just a cheap, I think it was a Caldwell bipod I got for like $20. It's a cheap little guy. These builds have always been one of my favorite to do. You can do a lot of aftermarket adjustments to a system like this for a really small amount of money. That's why I love this. I think this went from being a $300 rifle to being about $12.50, I believe. So I couldn't take this to a 22 long rifle match and expect to win it, obviously. But for around here, the shooting that I do, and you know, for all my purposes, I love this thing, man. I highly recommend getting a 1022. Customizing it, just seeing what rabbit holes you end up going down, and you know, every one will always be different. It's pretty fun. So, but anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please share my video and comment, give me a thumbs up, whatever. If you are on YouTube and you have a build that you did and documented, please let me know. Paste it down in the comments. I'd like to see it. Check it out. These builds are a lot of fun. Anyways, take care, y'all. Peace.